questions. Many questions, good questions. Question number 1. Can Ananda, itself being energy, heal the sick? And do the laws of karma operate when we heal with Ananda? The answer is like this. Ananda is not meant for healing. It carries peace and wisdom. When we practice spreading Ananda, maybe there will be healing also, maybe, but that is not the main thrust here. For healing, we can draw special energies from Anandamaya Kosha itself. Ananda is only one part of the energy which is in Anandamaya Kosha. Of course, the laws of karma apply. Question. Can we suggest a non-meditator to follow the healing technique using Ananda? Of course, you can suggest. But healing with Ananda has a limited effect. When you suggest like this, sometimes you attract karmas. It's difficult to explain now. I require a lot of time to explain. Sometimes we do attract karmas. I say, why not ask him to take up meditations itself? Why not ask him to take up sadhana itself? When you see, not only he spiritualizes and also will get rid of whatever the ailment he has. Spiritualization is the priority. Like he said just now, transformation is the priority here. Once you transform, everything happens. Everything comes to us. Question. These questions, a few of these questions, were asked by an astrologer. He is not a student of ours. Question. Which is the exact place where the soul lives in our body? We know actually the soul is in Anandamaya Kosha, which is in the mid-chest area. We know this. What is the form of soul? The soul has no form. But it can take a form. It's a revelation really. The soul has no form. It is a particle of light, but it can take a form. Question. How long do the processes activated during initiation work? I have explained this many times. It works as long as we meditate. Meaning, only when we stop meditating, discontinue sadhana, till the time these processes, they work. Actually, we don't know what are all these processes. We know some, one or two, maybe like cleansing, etc. The other processes we are not aware. Let us say we can't meditate for, let us say, 2 days, 3 days, there will be a break. These processes, they will continue. Slightly exaggerating. Let us say for a genuine reason, we can't meditate for about a month, even 2. But these processes, they continue. It's difficult to believe there is intelligence in this system itself. Even the processes, they can make out whether we have discontinued sadhana or we are unable to meditate for some reason. The processes, the energies involved in this, they themselves have the intelligence, they decide. So let us be very clear. The processes will continue only when we give up the path or stop sadhana. It is then these processes, they stop. Question. On what principle does pendulum work? It works with this psychic energy. Next question related to this. Do we get the right answers with pendulum? Not always. The reason is the mind has a limited wisdom. This we have to remember. And sometimes we get the answers what you want. Let us say you use the pendulum, you ask a question, can I go for a party? You will always get the answer, yes. Because the mind, you see, it wants. Let's say the mind cannot get us the right answers all the time. Question. Does moksha mean permanent wisdom? Permanent freedom. This moksha is understood in different ways. Different people understand this in different ways. It is such a simple thing, we think. Once we understand clearly, the things are simple. Moksha means going back to the source. And we always have freedom. Whether we go back or we are here, we always have the freedom. Question. After moksha, do we have to take birth again? Again, because we have freedom, we can come back only if we want. Otherwise, we need not. A question was asked again, do we have to come down here after every Mahayuga? No, it is not required. Once you go back to Parabrahmaloka, we don't have to come back. Going back is moksha, mukti. Question. To strengthen our thoughts, affirmations or visualizations, does it help if we do this along with the practice of Ananda? The answer is yes. Question. If we spread Ananda in a temple, do we absorb the energies of the deity more? A series of questions were asked like this. I suggest, of course I'll answer this, why not to experiment by yourself? Why not to go to a temple and see if you can get more energies? Of course, when you spend Ananda, it reaches the deity. The deity may bless with more energies. Do we have infinite reservoir of Ananda? Yes, we have. Can Shambhala principles be practiced by children less than 12 years of age? Yes, if there is anyone who is interested, yes. Yesterday I met a boy who is just 5 years. I was surprised. He told me that he is practicing this light channeling. And he has told his friends. These souls, you see, Satyuga souls, they are wonderful souls. If someone is ready to practice, why not? They can practice. Question. Do karmas get deposited when the soul does not approve certain experiences? This is true. Every action attracts karmas. Whether the soul approves or doesn't approve, an action attracts karma. Does the repetition of mantra help silencing the mind, or do the energies help them? Good, it's nice you go on analyzing like this. The answer is like this. It is the repetition of mantra, not the energies, that silence the mind. You may think this is a very familiar point, but this is very important. I want you to know this clearly, particularly those who join us recently. We have to expand our emotions and thoughts. We usually say broad-minded. We have to be broad-minded. We can't go on thinking for our own selves and our own families. We must think for the whole humanity. Unless we expand in mind, in the intellect, we cannot experience samadhi. Samadhi is the experience after expanding. First we expand, our awareness expands, then we experience the infinite. There cannot be any expansion without the expansion at the levels of mind and intellect. This is very important. Any problem, any issue can be seen in different ways, different perspectives. But as meditators, we have to see from the highest perspective. And not only see, also we have to live like that. Let's say these are very important. Unless we make sadhana 24 hours, we cannot experience samadhi. Unless we expand mentally, intellectually, we cannot have the contact of the rishis. Contact with the rishis is so simple, but again, we are finding it so difficult because rishis have a treasure of knowledge and energies to pass on to us. But again, we go to them with simple, sometimes from their point of view, silly requests. They are ready to give a lot of treasure. We ask for pebbles, you see. That's why they avoid the contact. They don't contact. Let us approach them with real spiritual problems, quest. It is they who are more eager to contact us than we are. Contact with rishis it's so easy. I received a mail last week wherein a person could speak to the light. The experience was so thrilling, so many questions were asked, and the light answered This person again tried to speak to the clouds. She could speak to the clouds. And I checked up, it was so true and it was so thrilling, in fact. What I'm trying to say, contacting God in clouds, this intelligence in clouds, is not difficult at all.